Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is your boy, Coach Green, coming to you live from Tallahassee, Florida. And I'm so excited to be with you this afternoon, sharing what I call the financial makeover, right? We are all into this new year. We're about 3 months in, actually 90 days in. And I was talking last week about have you reached your New Year's resolution, right? A lot of times, people resolutions are behind health related type of things. And then there's two, people want to do better things with their finances whenever they come into a new year. Well, we know about our health. We got to make sure that we're eating the right things, we're getting the right exercise, getting the right amount of sleep, etc., etc. That formula does not change. But sometimes people tend to say, well, what can I do to better my financial situation? And that's why I'm here today to share this information with you. Coach Green, like I said, a former Division I men's golf coach and a 10-time national championship flag football coach. And I know a little bit about something about when you get good information and you give it to the right players to run the play, you can't help but win. So hopefully you become one of those players, right? See, when I talk about cash flow, a lot of people in America think they have an income problem, but what they really have is a cash flow problem. That means the money that they make, it doesn't stay with them long enough. So, what I want to share with you is as you're into this new year, trying to kind of figure this thing out about how to better your financial situation in 2022, why not start understanding the cash flow portion of things and get yourself in a better situation financially, right? See, you got to understand what's taking the money from you first. If you understand who's taking the money, then it's a lot easier to get the money back. And there's four roadblocks that are typically um, keeping most people from being wealthy, right? And when I say wealthy, I don't mean millions and millions of dollars, but what I'm saying is being able to make sure that you're not living paycheck to paycheck, or in some cases, paycheck to Friday. Well, the first roadblock is taxes. Taxes take the first 1/3 of your income because most people going to work every single day, every single week, every single month. They are W 2 employees and they fall into a category as W 2 employees where the government takes the first 1/3 of their income. So if you work for 12 months, that's a third of the year is 4 months. That means you're working from about January to April for the government, basically working for free, right? And most people, if you told them you had to work for 4 months for free, they wouldn't do it. So as a W 2 employee, the government takes the first 1/3 of your income to take care of taxes, right? That means if you make about $50,000 a year, you bring home about $32,000. So that $18,000 that you don't bring home, that's the tax man getting your money just because you're a W 2 employee without the solution I'm going to tell you about in a second. Now, number two roadblock is debt. And the first thing, taxes lead to debt because I like to call them first cousins, right? If you're not bringing home the money that you think you're supposed to bring home, 50 instead of 50 instead of 32, excuse me, now you try to make up for that $18,000 by putting things on credit cards, right? By the things that you get financed. They finance you on your gross income, not your net income. And you almost can see how that leads you to debt. So what happens is the second 1/3 of your income, it goes back to paying back the money that you borrowed. So you got taxes taking the third, you got debt taking the third. Now that's like working from January to August for somebody else, not you. Then we have two things called big business. Every single month, somebody's marketing to us. Every single month, you're talking about things like inflation, when the cost of goods and services are going up, but your money is going down. Those are the type of things that we run into. So we got two first cousins, taxes and debt. We got another two first cousins called big business and inflation. And now we're simply out of gas, right? But there's a solution. The solution to all of your problems to help get your cash flow up is you might need to consider getting a home-based business. A home-based business is something that anybody listening today can have if you got a home or an apartment and you have a social security number. See, everybody is born an entrepreneur. When we are born, the government says you are entrepreneur because you have a social security number. And so with your home, with your apartment, now you get to start writing off your lifestyle. A home-based business allows you to make unlimited income. You're not You don't reach that glass ceiling, so to speak, at work or whatever the case may be. You get to have time freedom to spend the time how you want to spend it. You get to take control of your life, do the things you want to do and when you want to do them. You can start thinking about leaving a legacy for your kids, right? You can even hire your children with a home-based business. But the number one reason a person needs a home-based business is because there's about 470 tax advantages to having one. See, most people with a regular job, W-2 employees, they normally on a write off about 7 to about 10 things a year as far as deductions are concerned. So that means that whatever you make, if you can't deduct enough from it, guess what? You pay more in taxes. But when you have a home-based business, now the same things you're doing every single day, every single week, things like eating food, using the internet, having lights on at the house, and the travel that you have, now these things become legitimate home-based businesses. I'm not saying to you, you might want to go out and start selling this, or you might want to start, doing that and talking to a lot of strangers or talking to your friend or whatever the case may be. No, no, no. I'm talking about what if you were able to increase your cash flow? What if you were able to have experts helping you minimize your taxes, helping you to start increasing your credit score, helping you put together a plan to get out of debt, and helping you have your money someplace where it's growing for you instead of just sitting in the bank earning 0.000%. Well, if the only thing you had to do is benefit from that personally, and then if you wanted to, you could refer it to somebody else, wouldn't that be cool? See, we always refer a movie, we refer Netflix shows and series, we refer places to eat, but we never get paid for it. So this is something that we used to doing all the time. Why not put yourself in a situation where you can have a legitimate win-win? See, the service that I'm talking about is something called the Financial Edge membership. What our membership does is that for $79 a month, you get access to experts that's going to help you do what? Increase your cash flow. See, if you can start getting your taxes down, that means guess what? You can get an instant pay raise on your job. If you can start getting your credit score up, that means you're paying less money in interest rates and insurance premiums, which means more money you're keeping. That means cash flow goes up. When you start paying down your debt, guess what? That's less money going out, which means more money you're keeping. That's cash flow going up. See, a lot of people, like I said, they don't want to think about, Marvin, I don't want to go try to make no more money. But guess what? What if you just could save some money? But you got to have a team of experts working for you. Every celebrity, a basketball player, a wealthy person in America, they have a team of experts working on their behalf to make sure that their money is doing the right thing, making more money. They're making sure that they don't pay more than what they should pay in taxes. They're not concerned about a tax refund. They're trying to make sure they pay as little taxes as possible to make sure that they can use their money the way that it best benefits them. So if you got a team of experts helping you do that, a team of experts that will help you, like I said, with your taxes and your debt, all you have to do is be good at uploading documents. If you can upload some documents to our experts, they do the work to show you how much you should pay in taxes, and they send that information back to you. You take it to your HR department, bam, 2 weeks later, instant pay raise on your job. What if you were able to upload some documents, your credit scores, right? All of your credit scores from TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. What if you were able to upload those documents and the experts wrote all the letters, had all the communication with your creditors, but all you saw was a higher credit score? See, that's what our membership does. It allows you, like I said, we call it the 6-figure playbook, where if you let our experts go to work for you, they will help you get your taxes down, your debt down, and your expenses down by getting your cash flow up, your income up, and your credit scores up. And then last but not least, after they save you money, they put you in a position to help you grow your money. See, you want to eventually get into a situation where you're keeping most of the money that you make. And then 2, you're doing the thing with money that money is meant to do: grow, duplicate, multiply. That's what money is meant to do, but you got to put it somewhere to do it. Well, wouldn't it be cool to have a team of experts showing you how to benefit in the land banking space, being able to purchase land in the path of growth below wholesale so that you can one day sell it for retail? What about something called private banking, where you literally can have your money earning 8 to 12% interest instead of, like I said, being in a savings account making 0.00%, right? That's what our membership does. We help you save money and grow money. $79 a month. That's the service alone, and you don't have to tell anybody. But there's a few people who listen and say, well, Marvin, how do you make money? My curiosity is piqued, right? Well, the home-based business that I talked about is just you referring the membership to other people. So you see it says $228 one time. Right now, that's $129 one time and $119 a month. You get paid 10 different ways. You get several different bonuses. You are now able to start benefiting from, like we said, making more money. So you can save money, you can grow money with the membership, and then you can make money by referring it to other people. Do you have to know how to do taxes? No. Do you have to know how to talk to creditors? No. Do you have to know about the debt plan or know about the PRA and land banking? No. But can you introduce people to experts who will do that for them? If you can, I'm going to show you that's one of the ways that we get paid. We get paid 10 ways, but one of the main ways we talk about is something called the daily guarantee, where you can make anywhere from $5 a day to $1,000 a day. That's $150 a month, up to $30,000 a month, just by you doing something you always do. How many times, like I said, have you told somebody to go here for a great steak or go there for great seafood, and that restaurant never sends us a dime? What about, like I said, the movies? Everybody during the pandemic was telling everybody what special and what series to watch on Netflix, but Netflix sends us no money. So we refer something that works all the time. Why not get paid to do it? So you decide, you just want to tell a few people, hey, $150 a month sound like it's more than $119. That covers your monthly investment that we have. But what if you told a few people who did the exact same thing, told some more people, and eventually you're getting paid up to $1,000 a day, $30,000 a month. And remember, that's just one of the 10 ways we get paid. Last but not least, you have to decide, what is it that you want to do different in 2022 that you didn't do in 2021 or 2020? Do you want to increase your cash flow? If the answer to that is yes, that means you fall into a category we call the number 2, a person that says, I need the experts. I want to get my taxes down. I want to get my credit score up. I want to get my debt down. I want to make sure I got my money somewhere where it's growing for me and not just sitting in my savings account. You want the membership. But then there's some people who say, I want the membership and I wouldn't mind getting paid 10 different ways. That daily pay sounds pretty good to me. I don't mind referring this to a family member, a friend, church member, co-worker, fraternity brother, sorority sister, and I get paid to do it. So the experts will help them get their finances in order, but the company will pay me because I made the referral. Yes. That's the power of having a home-based business, understanding that all you have to do is introduce people to the service. You expose people to what's taking their money. A presentation like this, let people know what's taking their money, and you don't have to be the person explaining it. Then we do the educating. We kind of allow it to make sense. Our team, called the Extra Digit Movement, we let people know what the flow is. Guess what? Tax, everybody understands this. Gross pay and net pay. If you want your net to look more like your gross, you got to do something about your taxes. If you understand that you're paying too much in interest rates and you scared every time you apply for a loan that the interest rates are going to be too high or you might not qualify, you need help what? With your credit score. If you're worried that, you know what, it seems like you're never going to get out of debt, you need some experts going to work for you. And if you know for a fact that your money right now that you're putting to the side, it isn't growing, guess what? You know that you need and could use the membership. So if you know if you know that you can use the membership, it only makes sense, like I said, to get the membership, $79 a month. The average person who uses our membership brings in about $876 a month. $876 a month for a $79 membership. And then, like I said, those who decide to refer it, now they are in business. They can share it with 3 people, 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, whatever, and let that process just duplicate itself and put yourself in a position to be able to make $5 to $1,000 a day in one of the 10 ways we get paid. You decide if you want to increase your cash flow, if you want to increase your income, get back with the person who shared this video with you, or get back with me. Let us know, you know what? I got to do something different in 2022, and this is it. You guys be blessed. It only makes sense for you to start increasing your income 1 digit at a time. Coach Green, God bless.